Boys, I want to showcase Lilias in Golem 11. So I was using her with Aureus in this group composition, and now I have Daydream Joker maxed out on her to test that out. So yeah, we'll just turn on her skills. Okay. Well, actually, I don't really need to have her skills turned on, right? She could just have skill 1 going. Actually, let's just have this run this way, and the next run I'll just have her with her skills off so she can keep on triggering dual attacks and just like kind of compare the difference. Then I'll be showing my gear. You know, I really like her kit, just a very powerful hero. You know, I wish I could have her on my account number 1 and account number 3. You know, my account number 1, I could do it. I can just refresh the secret shop and get her. But I'd like to have like different heroes across all 3 of my accounts. So I prefer to save the currency for like pulling like, ML heroes. The actual hard to get heroes or limited heroes, maybe one account can get this one, and we'll see. But of course the best is to get all the limited heroes. Now Lilias, I mean, her kit is very powerful. You know, you could go with like pair her with Gunther in you know, in PvP and just have her use skill 3, blow up the enemy team, especially with defense down. The way I have her built right now is 100% crit chance, and she might be around 200% crit damage. I'll show my gear at the end. And here it's like in this team, to be honest, like might as well turn off her skills. She does help with the cleansing, but Achates can definitely like pull through with that. So I feel like her skills, you know, they should be off. Not only that, but with this particular team, we have defense break with Fire Ken, you know, on skill 1 plus the burn. We have Achates with attack break, attack down debuff on skill 1. So if she, you know, dual attacks with any of them, it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out just fine. So yeah, we'll see that next run how it goes. But her skill 1, I mean, it scales with based on her max health. 12% is a lot. Like, so I have her at 20k HP. You know, there's probably a memory imprint from Fire Ken boosting her now. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't think I have memory imprint on Achates. If I do have one, I should probably... No, it's fine. I'll just leave it like that. Because the positioning for that is like frontliner plus top positions getting the defense buff. But yeah. Okay, let's look at her HP. And the fact that she can just keep on dual attacking... Even though it's, wow, the stuns, they just like keep on coming, right? She will dual attack constantly with someone else. I mean, she will trigger dual attack with someone else randomly. But if you pair her with like high threats, you know, if at least their skill 1 can land a debuff, that's actually useful. Okay, let's, no defense break. It would be roughly like, probably more than double that damage because, you know, the golem has quite a bit of defense, and defense down is 70% reduction of defense. Well, we do have defense break, and she's been using skill 1 when it's up. You know, that's a lot of damage, not gonna lie. It's quite a bit of damage with her skill 1. Like, imagine Lilias with like 20k HP and like 250 or 300% crit damage, you know, Daydream Joker maxed out, it can definitely hurt. It can definitely hurt. Okay, here, like, Fire Ken, like, he's able to do quite a bit of damage. He's got Daydream Joker as well. I mean, I think my Fire Ken's like plus 15 skill ups. Lilias has only 2 on her +1. I mean, she's got +2 on her 1. So let's try it now with her skills turned off and see how she does. You know, in trials, I like to have her with skills turned off. Like I did double S on this second account this week with her, and you know, like those dual attacks, they're crazy because like when the boss is in weakened state, then it doesn't count as a turn because you can only go 10 turns against the boss, and the more dual attacks you're triggering, the better it is. And I just auto it, and I did double S. Probably got lucky though. So let's see. Let's see how she does. Now, like right now, there's the Phantasma that's there. Of course, we like who cares about? Oh, great! We dual attacked with him. Couldn't even kill the ad. Couldn't even kill that trash mob. Oh well. Let's just. It will die soon enough. And don't worry about that. We just need one counter attack from the golem. The golem. I mean, Fire Can is just insane for this place. Achates just like kind of the perfect healer to start off in this place here. She provides all you need basically. And yeah, I mean, you go Selective Summon Fire Can and Achates, and you're done. You can farm this place, especially with Carmen Rose. I'm usually 3-manning with Carmen Rose. You know. If you want more like gear that will last you for a long term, you know, for late game, then I don't recommend farming Golem 11. It's kind of a different mindset. If you're a free-to-play player, even then, it's just that, you know, speed's very hard to obtain. The faster you start doing it, I mean, the more chance you'll have good gear, and you do get more value out of the speed set. You know, compared to health, defense, even attack set. Well, attack set has decent value, but health and defense, I mean, it's 15%. You know, it's not so much. That's not even 2 rolls. 2 perfect rolls, it's 8% each, which is 16% versus the only giving 15%. You know, so a crit set from Wyvern is it's 12% crit chance, which is equal to 2 perfect rolls. That's 5% crit chance, brings you to 10. You have a 2% crit chance bonus, so more value there. Speed, I mean, it's hard to calculate that, but just remember that you can roll speed with a value of 1. So you know, when you have a 25% speed increase from a set, especially with a high speed hero, then you're getting a lot of value. Let's say it's 100% speed, 100 speed, I mean 100% speed, 100 speed on the base of the hero, and you use the speed set, that's 25 speed. 25 speed is, yeah, it's more than 5 roll of 4, plus you have 1 extra. Perfect speed on item level 85 is 5 initially, and it roll 5, but the odd of that happening is like 0.01%. It's like extremely low. So that's why. That's why you are getting so much value out of the speed set. It's just my thinking behind farming this place was... Yeah, she did a bit better, but we have to remember that she's triggering dual attacks constantly. I'll do one more, because I've been like talking about like the value of the sets from Golem versus Wyvern. But it's a different mindset, because if you are in PvP trying to survive that turn 1 damage, a bit more health, a bit more defense might be what's allowing you to survive the damage coming your way. You are getting a lot of utilities with Banshee sets though, so you know, you will sacrifice some survival to get those utilities like counter, lifesteal, you know, very powerful mechanics. Like when you trigger those, it's quite game changing. Destruction set has great value as well. I mean, a max crit damage roll is 7%. And yeah, I mean, you're getting 40% from the set versus the max roll of attack is 8, and you're getting 35 from the attack set in here. So you're getting more value out of those sets versus what you're getting from Golem. But since I wanted to build tanky teams and not speed teams to survive the initial damage, then that's why I was farming Golem. But it's extremely different. The gameplay is very different. It's not for everyone. It's definitely not for everyone. I know that I'm losing value with these sets, but sometimes you just have to go with pure health for certain heroes, like a Fire Ken. If he's supported with cleansers or at least debuff immunity, let's say you bring him on PvP, then he doesn't need immunity. Then you can get even more, you can get even more health on him, but you are losing some utilities. You could have him on counter, you could have him on lifesteal set. You know, these things, resist sets from Banshee is 20% resist versus, 15% health or 15% defense. You're getting more value out of those sets. So that's why Golem is definitely, it's not, the value of the sets are not good compared to the other hunts. But it's a very, if you want your hero to be as tanky as possible and not rely on luck, because counter is luck. Resist, it's some kind of luck, yes, but if you stack enough of it, I'm talking 200%, you can constantly resist what they're trying to land on you. So yeah. So the value of those sets, you lose value, but for pure survival, you can't beat that. You can't beat, if you know you're not going first, well, you need as much health and defense to survive what's coming your way. As a free-to-play player, if you are going all in for speed, forget it. Forget it if you're going all in for speed. You will not outspeed most players at the top. But there's some things there. Like, if you're trying to bust enemy defenses, whoa, we are kind of low here. I hope Achates' healing is coming. Oh, okay, thank you. She's on Shimaja's staff, by the way. You can have her running on Prophetic Candlestick, and she will do beautifully because she keeps on getting attacked from the AoE of the Golem, meaning that you have a 40% chance when the Prophetic Candlestick is maxed out to actually lower your cooldowns by 1 turn. And skill 2 got buffed. It lowers cooldowns by 1 turn, and it actually works for herself, which wasn't supposed to happen. Look at that damage. It's beautiful. It wasn't supposed to happen initially, but like they changed the wording and it actually does work. So that's very, very good. So Prophetic Candlestick is definitely a top artifact for her. Don't it's not because I'm wearing Shimaja's staff that you have to be like, yo, that's the best. It's not, especially if she's the only healer. And Shimaja's staff boosts all sorts of green numbers. It could be lifesteal, it could be continuous healing. Look at that damage. She did beautifully on that one, actually. Yo, look at that healing from Achates, though. We took some major damage. There was a lot of, defense down and 2 counter attacks that were like well placed, and we didn't quite like use skill 3 of Achates at the right times, I guess, and defense down debuff was sticking too long. I had her skills turned off on Lilias for pure damage to like see how she fares with the like, just see her damage. Let's see the gear now. So yeah, it's just some stuff I wanted to say to you guys. I've been getting comments like that, and I understand. I know the value of the sets. I didn't point it out before, but yes, I've been talking about it, not so much in depth, but I did talk about it here and there. I didn't make a video specifically for that, but I definitely did talk about it. I didn't give details exactly why, but there you go. So okay, let's look at this gear. Let's start with Fire Ken. So he's at plus 15. Yeah, I maxed him out because, I mean, it's my boy. I just have him on all accounts, all 3 accounts, and I just love his skills. He's a very powerful hero. Skills off of max health. Extremely powerful, I'm not even running triple health sets on him. I'm even running crit set on this account. But on my Europe account, I'm running triple health sets. It's working out. I mean, the stats on these 2 pieces, I believe, are, yeah, they're pretty good. The effect resistance kind of wasted. If you can't stack enough, it's kind of like, it's not worth it to go for it. I mean, Daydream Joker is just beautiful. He's got some pretty decent offense. Like, his attack is almost at 2k. You getting 50% crit chance bonus when you are at elemental advantage, in this case fire versus earth. So you only need 85% chance in Golem, let's say, if you're using fire versus earth, or ice versus fire, like, you know, in Wyvern. It's the same deal. So yeah, crit damage pretty good. Effectiveness, you want 55% to counter 70% effect resistance. So 55% effectiveness, remember that number if you didn't know. Lilias, here she is. That's her skill ups. You know, she doesn't have this maxed out. And I really like her with her skills turned off. If I know I will survive, she does bring the damage. Because, especially if she's paired with, like, damage dealers, man, it's crazy. Like, it's just free damage that you're doing with skill 1, basically, because you're triggering their skill 1. It's an extra team member, almost. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I wish I had her on my other accounts as well. So, yeah, she was close to 200% crit damage. Let's go through her stats. I have her on immunity. I'm using her on my arena defense and in my arena offense and guild war as well. So I had to slap an immunity set on her. You know, her stats are not crazy. I'd like to have her on speed set. You know, speed set with speed boots. That's the way to go, man, on her. Get so much speed so she can keep on triggering duo attacks with someone else. Like, go, go, go. Crazy damage. Eventually, I'll get her that set. But yeah, you definitely want good amount of HP on her, like 20k plus. You know, she scales off of her max health, and like I said, skill 1 is 12% of her max health and damage. It's crazy, guys. Like, we've been seeing 12,000, 13,000. That's with Daydream Joker included, which scales with crit damage. You know, if you land a crit, it will scale the damage. Crit damage will multiply the damage of Daydream Joker. If you go more often, more speed will allow you to deal more damage, and you will, yeah, using Daydream Joker more often, and also applying defense down debuff against whoever it scales with Daydream Joker. So that's very powerful. Her attack, I mean, she has some scaling with her skill 1. Like, all skills, almost all skills in the game, if they scale based on max health, they also scale based on attack for damage dealers. You know, so I wouldn't say that attack is something you have to go for. It just ended up, like, she had 2k for some reason. I don't even know how she managed to do it. You know, I have 19% attack there. Like what the 12% here, some flat. She has some flat from the weapon, of course, you know. Like, and of course the Azimanus fighter's dagger always has attack percentage. She just, yeah, it just ended up being that she has some attack. But I would say it's about maximizing the health. You know, first you need to get the health, right? Below, you could do it below 20k. I'm just saying, if you're going to be carrying Aureus on her, bare minimum 20k plus, right? But if you're going to use her as a bruiser, you can do it with, like, maybe 15 to 18k HP, something like that. Maybe you can make it happen. But the way I have her built is not to, like, go for, like, a meme team Gunther plus Lilias. It's about her skill, using skill 1, dealing some damage based on max health. And yeah, she's set up as a bruiser. That's what a bruiser is. Deals damage and can take quite a few hits. So yeah, but health and speed is your main things with her. You know, if you can't have those high enough, then forget about the crit and the crit damage, please. She'll just rip in half and that's it. If you're able to trigger duo attacks with team members that can actually do damage, then that's way more powerful, or land debuffs, than just, you know, have her with high crit damage, like some super low health. Forget it, she's just gonna rip and that's it. And low speed, I mean, she's at low speed here, but I want to at least have speed boots later on her. It's just because she's wearing Aureus, guys, for me. And normally, I just wanted to test it with Daydream Joker for you guys. But yeah, so that's all I had to say about her for now in this video. And yeah, really liking her whole, like, her kit, character design and all that. So very cool hero. Okay, next in line is Achates. And yeah, she's not even on speed set, you know, on my third account, even on my first account. Like, I have her on speed, now her gear is on Tamarine on account number 1. But it's about, her effectiveness is trash. You need some effectiveness on her, preferably 55% to land your attack break, because that's a big deal in Golem. No matter, in PVE, attack break is game changing, guys. You're cutting their attack in half. Like, what? Yeah, you need that. You need that. You definitely need that. So, especially if you're gonna skill her up, get that effectiveness. Hit that 55%. Don't follow these stats here. You know, she's got some high defense, like kind of too much defense. How? She's getting the defense from the sets plus the substats. Actually, I'm not even gearing her for main stat defense on the right side. So you want as much health as possible on her, some decent speed, and you want to aim for 55% effectiveness. So yeah, and some defense, of course, to up your survival. I'm not saying defense is bad, but priority is health because she scales off of max health. And this skill heals for a ton, especially if you soul burn, which is only 10 souls. And this now got buffed. It's great, man. It's great. Okay, so I guess that's it for this one, guys. Well, if you have Lilias, have fun with her. There's so many different ways to actually use her, but yeah, don't make her squishy. Unless you're going for meme team pure offense, let's say, like, don't do it. If you want to use her in multiple areas of the game, survival comes first, then speed, and then finally, if you can make it happen, you know, have some effectiveness on her. Don't forget that too. I would say, if you're not gonna go for offense, get some effectiveness. Because I mean, if you're not just gonna aim for 2 stats. Sorry about that, because you got this. Provoke, man, especially in PvP. Especially in PvP, it's huge. And you do have ignore effect resistance in PvP, but if you're gonna use that on turn 1, you can't use that unless you're wearing Tagihil's Ancient Book on a mage to get the souls initially. You know, and even here, you've got the decrease of combat readiness, so getting some effectiveness is actually quite important for her. So yeah. Build her with survival, speed, and effectiveness. If you can get that crit damage. Or you can do it like mine. You know, you could not rely on the effectiveness for PVE, let's say, and go for like Bruiser. So high health, you know, you can do it like 15 to even 20k plus HP. 85 to 100% crit chance, depending if you're going to be at elemental advantage or you're going to bring her in like halls of trials and stuff like that. And you want crit damage to scale her skill once so she can deal some great damage. And have her on Daydream Joker, of course, like I was doing. And yeah, try to get speed. Definitely use speed boots. It's just I couldn't meet the health that I wanted. But I could swap them for speed boots and test that, actually. It could be another video later on. I'll try to get some better gear on her. Sorry, guys. But that's all I had for this one. So, yeah. So, thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Press the bell icon for to be notified whenever I release a new video. And check out my other videos. They should be showing up on the screen now. Playlists of all sorts. Arena, Guild Wars, guides, tips, and how-tos, and Abyss 462+. So, check those out if you haven't. And also join my Discord server. The link is in the description. We have over 500 members now. So come join the fun, and good luck with all you do in the game. Peace out for now.